All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Jordan Roach, the brother of Lamont Roach Jr. We're at his media workout first and foremost. How's everything been?
It's been great. Camp's been great. He's been looking sharp. So, bet the money.
I know you recently just fought on Pro Box, and a lot of people who just I feel like a lot of people, like the casual boxing fans, just kind of learned about you a little bit recently, and I think it's probably a good time. So, what can the fight fans know a little bit more about you outside of you just punching people for a living?
I'm a real charismatic guy. If I get comfortable, a lot of people might see my interviews, be like I'm dry, I'm nonchalant, even this one. But my personality will come out in certain spots. Like I haven't really talked trash to anybody because all my opponents have been respectful. It's been crazy. Everybody they tell me God bless me. It's like, how can I talk trash to this guy? Yeah. So if I get somebody to talk trash to me, you gonna see it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, Terrence Crawford is a very chill, low-key guy, right? You don't see him wilding out in interviews, but
I mean, not in interviews, but you seen at the interview he was like he get active.
Yeah.
He was hype. So that's what I'm saying.
Essentially, if you get your Spence, it's on.
Yeah.
Before I get with about your brother's fight, a little bit about you. You're highly decorated in amateurs. I think 7 nationals.
7 nationals, yep. International bronze medal too.
Mm-hmm. And you've worked with a lot of people. I mean, I think on your amateur background, you got some good names that are coming up in the sport, because I know that once your brother and everyone kind of bows out gracefully, you guys will be the new crops.
Yes, sir.
Because I know like there's like the Cormels, the Zaquans, Troy Nashes, stablemate Ben Johnson. So you guys will be the next names that the boxing fans will be looking up and continually talking about.
Yeah, I actually think that like our generation is one of the better generations. Maybe not better than 2016. I think they had a stacked class kind of, but ours, like 2024, the people that would have competed in 2024 or like turned pro early, like those people, I feel like we're better than what came before us in 2020. I feel like we're going to show that in the next coming years. Like all the top fighters, me, Ben, Steven Navarro, like I said, Zaquan Moses, Ali Feliz, Amir Anderson, all them. I feel like we're way more talented than 2016. 2020, not 2016.
Well, it was really exciting too, because the fact that, like you said, all those names and a lot of those guys have turned pro, yourself included. Now we just have to do the waiting game and see, the creme de creme rise to the top. So I know you have a fight coming on April 12th, rising up in the rankings, and what do you know about your opponent coming up?
I don't have an opponent yet, so we can revisit this question later.
But it's on Pro Box.
Yeah, it's going to be on Pro Box.
Yep, awesome. Your brother's fought for 2 world championships, won one of them. This is his 3rd, attempt at this point. I know you've been around, probably, maybe even not even boxing, probably just in the living room, shadow boxing, maybe, brotherly fighting here and there, like, give me the game controller or something. But what was that experience, just being able to work with your brother?
It's kind of like normal to me because I grew up with it and lived with it. But when you sit and reflect on it, I'm very blessed to have this team around me. Like my brother being a world champion, so I've seen all the things he did good. I've seen all the things he did wrong. So all that is just gonna make me even better. Mm-hmm. I have a great team with my father too. Like he's made all the mistakes he's made with him will turn better. All the things he did right. It's just I'm very blessed. I'm more blessed than 99% of boxers to be in this position.
Well, I mean, it's not just blessed, hard work too, and I know that them 7 national championships and the international.
I'm just talking about the uncontrollables. Like you can't control who your father is or who your brother is. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with this, your father is raising incredible talent. Not just you, not just Ben, not just your brother, but it seems like maybe when DC has like a Hall of Fame, his name would definitely be entered in it. With this fight with your brother, obviously I know you're supporting him, and I already know the obvious answers, but in all honesty, how do you think the fight will play out? And is it going to be a high technical, fast-paced chess match? Do you feel like it might be a battle nutrition that goes down into the later rounds, or does he knock him out in a single shot?
I think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be one of the better fights of all time, probably. Tank is one of the best fighters in the world, and so is my brother. So it's gonna show. Tank is very extremely skilled. Like I take some things from him, but my brother's extremely skilled, and he's like you see all these people that come up in the amateurs. They've been winning the same tournaments, like how you just named Moses, Moen. Just like they won all them tournaments. My brother did the same thing. They all came up together in the amateurs. They always winning these tournaments. They've been good since they was 9 years old.
Yeah.
So that skill, both of them having that skill, that's probably the first time that Tank's fought somebody that came up with that skill set. So it's going to be an amazing fight.
Do you think, with this fight, and I know that you have high, high faith in your brother, but in I guess your best way of being objective, some people might claim that maybe Ryan Garcia might be his best opponent because the fact that he was able to get past Devin. What makes this so different for those people who will kind of say, this may not be tougher than a fight that he's had, or in your sense, the best opponent that Tank will be facing up today?
Because Ryan isn't that skilled. Ryan actually did come up in the amateurs too, but he's not on that level of skill. He's an amazing fighter, but a lot of his relies on his stature, his presence, his speed and power. Like as far as skill, Ryan has the least amount of skill out of all of them, out of everybody that he came up with. Tank, T.O., Shakur, Hitchison, Devin, all them people that came up in the amateurs been fighting since they was 9. Ryan has the least amount of skill. So that's why it's different. It's two totally different fights. Like he's worried about just power. That's what Tank was worried about, just a right hook. I mean a left hook. And that wasn't, he ain't had nothing to worry about for real skill. That was easy for him, to be honest. That was an easy fight for anybody that's that skilled. So this is a totally different fight.
Were you able to be at any of those sparring sessions or even the amateur fights that they had back in the day?
I was probably like 7 years old.
Okay, huge age gap. Probably was just chilling.
Yeah, I wasn't at the sparring sessions neither. They was young, and it was in Baltimore. I was probably even younger when they were sparring. So
yeah. Awesome. Well, just getting back to you.
We got a tape. We got a tape. So.
I mean, we've seen. I think one of them's on the internet.
Oh no, it's the fight. I'm talking about the sparring.
Oh, so you seen the sparring tapes?
I didn't see him, but it's on tape.
You're not even curious to see him? I mean, like
they was young. It probably just looked like some, some little kids sparring.
Okay.
We see that in the gym every day. Like you said, my father was the best trainers in the world, so we see high level amateur sparring all the time. So it's like,
it wasn't like they were like 16, 17, 18. They were like,
I mean, I don't really care.
I love it. No,
Watch first is what's gonna happen. They was kids.
I love it. I know. Respect for the transparency. Well, lastly, before I let you go, April 12th, we're waiting for the opponent. For some of the fight fans who haven't really seen you or familiar with your style, they're gonna go look on YouTube and watch some of the fights, especially the last one you had on Pro Box. How would you describe your technique, your style?
The typical answer would be boxer puncher, but I like to come in and break you down, and I can do a lot of body work. We preach body work, and then I like to come in and break you down and just hurt you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to win rounds. I'm trying to win the fight. I'm trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to win no round. No touchy touch, nothing. No points, nothing. I'm trying to inflict pain.
Before I let you go, where can they follow you on social media?
Jordan J. Roach on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube is Jordan Roach, and that's it.
Awesome.